Yo, Shalom. Giving no praises to the Al Bashim El Shai, Bashim Kwadash, the blonde to the apostles and elders, a great millstone, Shuvel. Salutation out to the Yakim, pushing his truth and his sound doctrine, a great millstone. Okay, peace and safety to the women and children. And the scripture says, when Satan shall come in as a flood, the Spirit of the Lord shall lift up a standard against him. Okay? And what is that flood talking about? It's talking about when Esau, the so-called white man, sends in his troops and his law enforcement to come apprehend us because of the gospel. What is the gospel? The gospel is the good news. What is the good news? The good news is that the land of our captivity is falling and it is soon to be destroyed by thermonuclear fire by way of Yahweh, who is God, and his only begotten Son, Yahweh Shai HaMashiach, whom the world ignorantly called Jesus Christ. And basically, when they come in, the Lord's going to lift up a standard to stop them. Now, what is that standard? Spiritual power, or the Lord may just deliver. Spiritual power, basically it. The Lord's going to give us the tools needed to defend ourselves. He's going to give us the tools needed to flee from this position of difficulty that we will be placed in. Okay? And that's what that means. When he says that he'll set up a standard against him. And the reason to why I'm saying all of this is because last night I had a dream that Satan came and his men came to roll on me. And in my dream, I was holding the door so they couldn't get in. And they were banging on the door, and then out of nowhere, I went from like being afraid to just being extremely angry. And I just felt like a flame of fire. And then I kicked the door down in my dream. And then when I walked out, they had assault rifles, and they started to shoot me in my dream. And in my dream, when they were shooting me, the bullets felt like someone throwing a paper plane at you. It was like it was tickling me. And I was just hot. And no one can touch me because I was so hot. And if they did touch me, it's like their hands would like slip off of me. Like I was extremely hot. And when they would try to stab me, it's like the knife just wouldn't bend. It wouldn't go through. And it was like I had. It's hard to explain. I just felt like I was on fire, man. It was insane. Nothing can hurt me. But that just goes to show that when the time comes, that Yahweh Bashim Yahushai is going to lift up the standard. It goes to show that Yahweh Bashim Yahushai is going to give certain of his men spiritual power. And when that power comes, nothing's going to be able to stop his men. Okay? Because the scripture says that he will no longer push his prophets into a corner anymore to get killed. So the Lord's going to give his men that power. The Lord's not a man that he should lie. Yes, some men will be martyrs. Some men will die for this truth. But some men will not be touched. Scripture says there be some standing here that shall not taste of death till they see the Son of Man coming. So there's going to be certain brothers that nothing's going to happen to them at all. They're going to go to the kingdom untouched, unscathed, unharmed. And then there's going to be certain men that are going to get put through the ringer. There's certain men that eventually will lay their life down for this. So it ultimately it's all the Lord's show. It's all the Lord's movie. Okay? Some men won't get touched and some men will lay their life down. In my opinion, who doesn't, the flesh takes over. Who doesn't want to have spiritual power? Who doesn't want to have power like Superman? That's the flesh. But spiritually thinking is a greater thing to be a martyr. Because the greatest out of all of us, who's Yahweh Shai HaMashiach, was a martyr. He died. He was put to death for his word. Okay? So that's a greater thing than to have the power. Because we're going to get the power regardless. And then the dead in Yahweh Shai shall rise first. So when the missiles come and the angels, Yahweh Shai and the angels come, the dead in the Lord are going to already be in the chariots with Yahweh Shai coming to get us. You know? They're going to already be in the chariots. You know? Like King Masha and High Priest Jaquab and all those great men, Abba Bivens. Those men are resting right now, but when Yahweh Shai return, those men are going to be, they're going to wake up from the sleep. Because when you die, you just go to sleep, you know? That's all it is. Your spirit sleeps. You know, when you die, the Most High put your spirit to sleep so you can rest. So those men are sleeping right now until the Most High wakes them back up. You know, because they're resting from all the hard work that they've done. Especially Abba Bivens, man. I mean, he was a martyr for this, and he got put to death by Muslims. So, you know, he's getting his rest on. King Masha is getting his rest. Scripture says, and their labors do follow them. So their works follow them. So they're resting right now. And they're gonna rise up first. And all the other brothers that died in the faith, you know, the older men that were in the faith that may have passed on, they're gonna rise up. They got their crown. You know, they're gonna rise up and receive their salvation. You know, Yahweh Shai, the Most High, Yahweh himself, brought Yahweh Shai back. 3 days, 3 nights, brought him back. You know, but I mean, 3 days, 2 nights, I believe. He brought him back, man. You know, so the Lord, you know, is gonna raise up the men that die in his faith. That's why we have to fear nothing, you know. But you know, we're in the flesh, so you're gonna be afraid, you know, because of the flesh. The flesh takes over sometimes, you know. So you're gonna be a little nervous because of the flesh, you know. But other than that, you know, we know what we're involved in. We know what it is, and that's only due to the Holy Spirit of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, that He has enlightened us, man. And I was meditating last night, man, and you know, just in fear, man. Like, if the Lord takes His Spirit from us, which He can do that, man, we'll be just like everybody else, man. And to be holy means to be separate. So we're separated from the world, man. No matter what we may go through, no matter if we're homeless, no matter if we're fucking starving to death, no matter if someone's about to cut our head off, no matter what we may go through, man, we got this knowledge, man. We're better because the Lord said so. No matter what, man. King David said, take not